What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel me today on F124. So we're here for round 9 for season 7 in ANL, and we are at Silverstone Circuit in Great Britain for this round 9 of the season, for this round. And doing right now is a 60-minute qualifying, instead of doing short quali as usual. Last time we did it was at Spa. I did do Texas in the last round, so if you haven't seen it yet, make sure you check that out in the description. It'll be down the note if you haven't seen my last round yet, so before you watch this round at Silverstone Circuit in Great Britain. Yeah, so coming to this round, I was feeling, wasn't expecting to be Silverstone. I thought it was going to be, I don't know, I thought it was going to be Monaco or other tracks or something, but it turns out it's Silverstone in Great Britain, so I was looking forward to Silverstone. So it is my home track, so because I'm from UK, that's why my game tag is UK at the top. So in case you didn't know, for the last few years maybe on this channel, so like that. So yeah, so it's a joker round for this one, so it's a little bit different compared to a sprint race, like in the last round, like a sprint format, and also a normal round, like a short quali and a 50-cent race or something like that. But this one is it's a 60-minute qualifying, and you have to go out every 2 minutes. So luckily, I had to wait for I think I had to wait like 20 minutes in the garage, and then at the 37-minute mark, that's when I had to go out. As you can see in the background, I'm just doing my best snap. It's like a one-shot quali, but at least you get time to warm your tyres up and your brakes and something like that. And in the end, I got P9 in qualifying, so... But Destroyer get pole decision, but he dropped down to P8 because of the... I don't know what it is, but I have no idea. Maybe it's to make it fair. But I'll explain that later in the video. But yeah, so instead of P9, where I started, it dropped me down to P10 because the Destroyer has a 1 second penalty or something. So I'll explain that later on. So anyway, finalists are out for round 9 of the season at Silverstone Circuit, and away we go for the British Grand Prix. And got an okay start, so not too bad. I'm just going to stay out of trouble in the first few corners, see what's happening. That guy went onto the grass, and he got into a spun there behind me, so a little bit of chaos behind me, but luckily it's all clean at the front so far. So I'm just following the top 8, the quick drivers right now, including my teammate Chris, who's a reverse. I'm surprised he has pace in quali, so I wasn't expecting to be up the order, I meant to say. So through the Limfield field now, Efro, who was on pole position, who got spun and made a mistake at that corner, so it's going to be a long day for him to recovery from that. He might get up to maybe in the points, maybe top 5, maybe, if he has a chance. Maybe there's a safe car and all that. So, yeah, so, it's a little bit of chaos for P2, though. So, and this is battle for the lead right now, so, I'm just trying to stay out of trouble, and, because damage is on in this race, well, it's, as always do, every round, reduce only. Simulation would be impossible. We got Rangers on my outside, down towards Stone Corner. I had to give him the space. And luckily, no tangles yet. And my teammate decided to come in straight away. So he's just sorting out the strategies a little bit. So that's fine by me. I think Otis came in at the same time as well. So if I get that correctly, DRS is enabled now. And this first part of the stint is quite entertaining. So, and feels like I'm just in the mix with battles, and then, well, I managed to survive against Ranger at the last sector, onto this down towards Brooklands now, and I'm just trying to save my battery as much as I can, but luckily I got about 70% of the battery right now, so that's not bad, but at least I didn't waste it though, so I am trying to keep my battery high as much as I can. And I'll use my overtake if I need to. So I'm not doing too bad so far. So now we come towards halfway around that too. Ranger is definitely right on my rear wing. So he's definitely well, he's not. He was. I was surprised I was quicker than him in quali because of maybe the pressure a little bit. I was nervous when I was doing quali, but luckily I managed to get the lap in, so I was very lucky with that. So I decided not to fight. Well, I decided him through and see what he can do, because he has the pace somehow. Because he's on the same strategy as me, same as Thomas behind me, and some other mediums as well. And Morgan's on sauce, and King James is on hards. So the joker for this round is you have to do a 2-stop race. So for everybody. So that is why they're on different strategies: softs, mediums, hards. So it's just kind of a guessing game when to pit, because safe car is on for this round and it is increased. Well, because we didn't have safe cars since Jeddah because I wasn't available, and last time I had a safe car was around Spain. So yeah, that's why. Well, we put it increased just to help the game a little bit. Well, we'll see what happens in the race if they have a safe car or not. We're not doing too bad so far on that 3. Still following King James. He's on the hards. So I think he's like top 5 in the standings. If you're in the top 5 in the standings, you have to start on the hards, or you have to use the hards twice in the race. It's still a 2-stop as usual. I think the top 5 in the standings had to use the hard tyres twice in the race. It's still a 2-stop though for everybody. So I don't have to use the hards at all. So I can just use mediums and softs at the end. If that is my plan I'm going to. I decided to go for him at turn 15, but I decided to back out of it. So, and also hard tyres might come into play instead of the softs, but hard tyres is like around Silverstone. It's not kind of the best thing compared to other tracks. I think Spa is okay. When I did it, it was fine. It's kind of the right strategy around Spa, but not around Silverstone. That's why I avoid it. And almost crashed in the back of King James there, so luckily I got no damage for that. So Ranger and Cheffy at the front, who's in P4 if I get that correctly. They are fighting. This is a battle for P4 right now, right in front of me, with Ranger and Jeffy in the McLaren, who missed a couple rounds ago. He missed at Spa, he missed at Jeddah. I think his last round was at Abu Dhabi or something, so I think I get that correctly. So yeah, so this is the battle for P4 right now, and this is still entertaining while I'm watching right now. And I feel like I'm just watching, I don't know, just watching a Fidno right now, watching these guys battering. Feels like I'm watching a good view at it. And then you got Thomas right behind me, and Morgan's on his tail, so I'm quite surprised he's doing really well. So fair enough to him. He's on different strategies though compared to the mediums. And then Ranger finally got past Jeffrey. What was it? I think it's P4 still. So yeah, so I'm just trying to save his battery as much as I can through the club corner, using medium on the Hammond straight on that 5 now. And to save a little bit through turn 3 and 4 as well. I was going to go for it here. And a little bit of tap on the rear of the Sauber there. But luckily no damage at all. So I had to back out of that and try again. Well, it's difficult because he's on the hards, but he's got the pace. So I'd rather follow the fast driver than battering each other and that. It's definitely sometimes really difficult, but it's what it is. So the plan is just following. It feels like I'm following King James right now. It feels like I'm doing a bit similar to what Thomas did in Spa. While I was following him, just trying to get into the DRS, and it kind of paid off. It's a bit similar to that, really. But Thomas is right behind me, so I'm not. It's quite similar to that, but it's like the other way around. But I'm following King James this time around. So onto the back straight once again, down towards Stone Corner. It's going to be King James's side to get past Jeffrey here. So he's managed to go around the outside of him. Decided to go for it at this corner, but he kind of was in the middle. Well, he was kind of blocking there, so I had to back out of that. So Nucky no damage though. He had a poor exit than I did. So Nucky no damage at all. So now this is where the guessing game. It's all about luck on the strategy. It's all about luck in this race. And then Thomas decided to go for it turn 3. And I had to give him space at turn 4. Luckily, that was nice. That was nice. He was trying to go for it, but that was a good attempt though. But managed to stay ahead though. So now I'm just trying to... Right, trying to think. Maybe get past Jeffrey? Down towards... I don't know, maybe before I pit or something? But I'm not sure yet. I have to wait and see. So yeah, I'm not doing too bad so far. I think this is kind of a guessing game where to pit, because if you pit under a safety car or a full course Nano or a virtual safety car, your pit stops doesn't count, because you need to do a 2-stop race. Pit stops normally twice, because you can't pit under a full course Nano because it doesn't count. So come towards exit of Maggins and Beckett onto the hangar straight. Made a mistake there on that bit, but luckily I managed to get DRS and stay ahead just in time. So I was very lucky with that mistake, and I managed to survive for now. We've got these two are fighting over P4. So Nasak caught me up a little bit. As come towards Nap 7 now, Destroyer decided to pit in for the hards, I'm guessing. I think he started on Sauce, but I'm not sure yet. I think he started on Sauce or Hards. He had to use the Hards twice in the race. So I think he started on Sauce, then he came in for Hards now, I think. Just to get the Hards out of the way, maybe, at the end. Or something like that. So I'm still behind this train for P4. So just setting my battery through here right now. Through Brooklands and Linfield. At turn 6 and 7. Just using medium the exit all the way down to Stone Corner to use, well, to try and stay ahead of the guys behind me, and then I'm just following the first 3. Well, the train in front of me. So I'm just kind of I don't know, just sitting duck really, just watching at the moment. And then come towards the hangar straight once again. Still in the DRS though, but I decided to go for the move on Jeffrey. Decided to go round the outside at Stone Corner. Lucky he got me space on the exit. Fair enough to him. We come towards the crop section now. Through 16 and 17. Still going side by side. And then round the last corner, I decided to go on the outside with ERS. And then that is P6. And the two guys, Kingsman and Roger, who decided to pit on this nap. So they decided to do the undercut. So kind of the undercut around Silverstone is definitely quite powerful, I think. So I was battled with Jeffrey there, so I have no choice to continue straight on. So I was thinking about, I could have pit on that 8, but I was around the outside, so I had to wait till the next snap or something. So yeah, so managed to get into P6. Well, I'm P3 now because the first 3 pitted onto Sauce or Hards, I think. Well, Roger, I think Roger is on mediums and Sauce, because he is not in the top 5 in the standing, so he's got the good strategy, so compared to the hard runners. So that's fine by him. So he's doing really well. I think he's getting better than he was in the first few rounds. So I mean, he's doing really well though, so I think he's getting his pace up once again. So I made a mistake again at Mackes and Beckett's, and I'm managed to get DRS though from the guys ahead. Still survive down towards Stone Corner though. As come towards the exit of the corner, Ranger made a mistake there, and I managed to get past Ranger for P2 right now because Jeffrey and Motion God decided to pit in this snap because Motion God's on softs. He might be going mediums, and then Jeffrey's on going softs. So I decided to come in a nap later because I need to wait for the undercut, and also try and get ahead of King James because he's staying out. So because he's on the hards. And Thomas and his teammates decided to come in because double stacking around Silverstone might not be the best idea. So yeah, so it's my first pit stop in the race now, on lap 9 of the race. Well, that's where I came in, and lap 10 right now. So Joy is still leading, and Kingsman and Roger still went past me. He's on mediums, so he started on softs, I think, at the beginning of the race, maybe. So yeah, so I decided to do mediums, softs, just to get rid of the hardest tyre out of the way. So I decided, so down towards turn 3, I decided that Strocco have to get the lead. I decided to get the DRS on this straight, so I decided to back out of that. So I managed to get DRS though from Strocco, who pitted 2 laps earlier, I think, if I get that correctly. So that's kind of smart to do the undercut, but it is definitely true though with the undercut. It's quite powerful around Silverstone. And also the pit lane is very snow compared to the other pit lanes, so that might be the slowest speed limiter around Silverstone. So we're on lap 11 now. King James decided to pit in for the soft tyres, and he's done the overcut on me. So I wasn't expecting that, but I was annoyed because I should have been... I mean, if I didn't mess up my pit entry, I could have done a good pit entry. I would have maybe just got the head of him there. But luckily, I managed to get past him on lap 11. So, not too bad. So now I've got to try and push a little bit and see what I can do from there. So yeah, so it's kind of a... like, it's all about luck in this race. You need to find a way to do your pit stops without the safety car comes out. It's all about luck in this race. You need luck in this race. To get luckily, my first pit stop was fine, so that counts. So I think everybody's done that as well now. So now we've got to do another stop in the race to make sure you don't get safe car on you and that. So King James suddenly went past me again. So I know he's quick and he's on softs. I thought, okay, surely he has pace, right? So I know he's got pace. I know he is definitely quick. So I thought maybe it's best to just follow him and see what... I'm going to try and follow him and see what happens in this middle part of the race. As we get to the end of that 12, still in the DOS zone, and managed to caught up to his rear wing and almost a little bit of tap there, but luckily I didn't get damaged though, but it's fine. So I decided not to go past him. I decided to follow him because I know he has pace, so I thought I'd just follow him for a bit. And also I can save my ERS a little bit as well. That does kind of help a little bit in the race, so that's kind of the strategy you have to do. So trying to overtake Chris on the on the down towards Brooklands. He's on medium, so he's on different strategy than we are. So he's just doing something else. I think he pitted 10 laps earlier, so that's why he's on mediums. So his tyres might be a little bit warm by now, so I think he might go on softs at the end, but might not make it to the end. Or I don't know. I think softs is not bad around Silverstone compared to the hards, because the hards can last the whole race, I think. So and do 2 laps on the softs maybe, like that. But cases, it feels like around Silverstone you don't need the hard tyres around Silverstone. All you need is mediums and softs. That's what I'm using right now, but I have to use another set of softs just to pit in again. Because I don't have to use the hards around Silverstone. So if I was in top 5 of the standings, I had to use the hards twice in the race. And then softs at the end maybe, or something like that. So I'm still following King James though, so for P7. And my teammate decided to come in to get rid of the mediums, so he might go on softs, or he might go on mediums again, because mediums does last a bit longer, and softs might be okay to do 12 laps. 12 laps at the end of the race. I would say maybe soft tyres, maybe. If he's lucky in that. Maybe he might go on softs and then see what happens. So I'm still in the DRS zone of King James, still following him though, and just trying to stay behind him, and luckily he's doing alright so far in this round, well, in this stint. as we got Nation and the Red Bull driver, who's reverse driver, who won the last round in Texas. He's got a 10-second penalty. I'm quite surprised. So not sure how he got. I'm not sure how he got a 10-second penalty. I mean, I don't know. It could be a pit entry. Or it could be a pit entry because
confirmed. We'll receive you at the end of this lap.
It could be a pit entry because I think that's how it happened in the race. Something like that. So I decided to pit in with King James and Efo in the Aston Martin. Decided to pit in at the same time as these guys. And also Destroyer came in this lap as well. So that's why we pitted at the same time as Destroyer and like that. So yeah. So I decided to do the undercut on the guys are behind me. And also Kingsman and Roger. I decided to stick together there, so I think Roger is following him at the moment, so he's on the good strategy though, but he doesn't have to use the hard tyres though. As it comes towards the, well, the pit exit now, on that 17, King James is on the hards again, and I'm on brand new softs again, so, because I don't have to use the hard tyres. So I've done my second pit stop now, so that means I can go to the end of the race now, I don't have to worry about pitting again, and also, luckily for me, no safety cars, again. So I was very lucky with the strategy there. So yeah, so now I've got to try to get past King James because he's on the hards again. So I've been following for the last 15 laps, I think. I think I've been following King James for about 14 laps now. So I think it feels like I'm just following him because I pace. So I know he's quick, like he did in a few rounds. But I just like. I think for this round, I'm not sure. I mean, if it wasn't for the hard tyres, he might be quick than me, so I might be still following him, so that's fine by me. I mean, I'd rather follow. I mean, I'm still in the DRS zone of this guy, so just trying to save my battery a little bit so I can see what I can do on my, well, not on my fast snap, but see what at the pace I have. So now we got Roger and Jeffy decided to pit in this snap, so the undercut was definitely not too bad at all. So I had to go for it at turn 3, and then so I do a switch. I decided to do a switchback here, but that didn't work, so I had to back out of that. And then managed to get DRS, so using EOS right now, and managed to get past King James very nicely. I was trying to do a switchback, but that didn't work, so I mean, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but this one not the occasion. I think I should have braked a tiny bit more, then I would have done the undercut, but no, not undercut, switchback maybe. So Destroyer set the fast lap of the race now, and I think Thomas is pitting right now, because on the mini-map there, I think he pitted later, 2 laps later, so I managed to get past, well, I got past King James about a lap ago now. So now Thomas is pitted, so I managed to do the undercut on him. So now I just need to try and, well, not try and run away, but just trying to try catch up to, well, the others and maintain my, well, not maintain my tyres. Like, my tyres are fine at this stage. It's just I'm just trying to see my EOS as much as I can to get to the end of the race and see what I can do from there. So yeah, so I think some people have done their 2 starts now. I think 1 or 2 people haven't yet. So, I mean, that guy who's pitted just now, so he's on the hard. So he's just been lucky. Well, luckily the undercut is quite powerful in this game, so it's not too bad at all. But sometimes in few rounds I stayed out a bit longer because I want the tyres fresh at the end, and it kind of paid off sometimes. But around Silverstone, in a 2-stop race, I think the undercut is quite useful in a 2-stop race. So that's kind of the way, really. But if this was a 1-stop race, I would have done medium softs in a normal strategy, and then would have pitted on that. I don't know, maybe not like that 9 or something, but I can go a little bit longer than that on mediums. Softs, I'll say maybe another. Well, I think I pitted on lap 16, so I did 10 laps on these softs, so I should be okay with that at the end. and it would have been fine. So yeah, so as we come towards the end of the race now, Ranger made a mistake at Brooklands on lap 22 somehow. So I'm not sure that was a virtual safety car, but it turns out it's not. Luckily it didn't. You can't actually pit anyway, so it's fine. So I was kind of okay with that. So Ranger decided to retire from the race. So I guess he had damage or something, and he made a mistake. So he did make a mistake, but I'm not sure he had damage, but in that crash. But luckily, he retired from the race. So that was good news for me. So and I'm still in the points though, still in P7 though. So not too bad. I couldn't get Nation. He has a 3-second penalty. Because it's not because he's quick, but he's on the better tyre though. But I think my soft tyres are okay at this stage, but they're just kind of a little bit not like fresh and all that. So as it comes towards the last lap now of the race, managed to stay ahead. Well, I mean, clearing away by 4 seconds from behind me, so not too bad at all. As come towards the turn 2 and 3 now, you got Destroyer, who's just pitted onto the hards, and because the top 5 on the hards are you can't use the other set of hards, so you have to use that hards again, like what King James did. And also Destroyer did it as well. So I think he did an extra pit stop somehow. So it was, I don't know. I think he did. I think he'd stopped like 3 times or something in that race. I think I remember that correctly. So yeah, so I now got to try and fend from Destroyer, who's behind me. So he's in the DRS zone already, but luckily I had a bit of battery at the end. So yeah, so come towards Cops Corner now, just trying to make sure I get. I only get a warning so far, so not doing too bad. No penalties though for me, so not a bad round again, like it was in Spa this time around. So yeah, come towards the hangar straight now, down towards Stone Corner, just using my bit of battery a little bit just to stay ahead, but luckily I managed to stay ahead down towards Stone Corner. And then Kingsman has won the race, so I mean, fair enough to him on the strategy. I think it kind of worked for him. And then, coming towards the last few corners, I managed to stay on ahead of Destroyer in this race, just in time. And that puts me in the top 5. And that puts me P5 at the end. So, I'm kind of quite pleased with that, finishing P5 in a race. So, I was quite pleased with that. So, yeah, so that was my best result, I think, so of the season. So, finishing in the top 5, so not too bad of this round. So, yeah, I'll take it. So that was the round 9 of the season. This was the Joker round, the 2-stop race, and also a 6-minute qualifying, like you saw in the Fidno. Well, I got top 10. So yeah, I'm quite pleased with it, how it went. So yeah, so I'll see you next time in Brazil. That'll be the season finale in season 7 for round 10 of the season in Brazil. That's for the season finale. And that's for me today, so make sure you like, subscribe to your channel. That appreciate a lot. That really support all that. If you are new to your channel, hit that subscribe button. If you're new to your channel, that appreciate a lot as well. And see you guys next video. See you guys next time on F124. Have a nice day. Enjoy your weekend. And see you later.